Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new year and a brand new wave of content. It is
Yes.
really early in the morning, though, as we're doing
Yes, this is
this.
the cup of coffee edition of
I
Discount
think
Podcast.
We all just woke
all
up.
of us just curled out of bed.
I woke up at 10, actually.
Yeah, it's 10:13 to be exact.
It's
I
actually
also
not
woke up
that
at 10.
early. Like
It's not that early, like
not that we
normal.
say it, but compared to when we have been waking up, this
Yes.
is like
Yes.
It's a bit of
this is like the ass crack of dawn.
Exactly.
pretty much
But hello, everybody. We are glad to be back. We took a little
a
hiatus, I guess you could say, for the holidays. So sorry if you missed us, but we're glad to be back. And yeah, we're going forward. Actually, first, how was your guys' New Year?
It was really good.
Very interesting.
It was very interesting. I mean, we were all here
We were
together.
all together. Yeah, we had some friends over. We had fun. We got to celebrate. Some faces that have been on this show before were over, which is fun.
Our good pal Braden.
Our good pal Zach.
Yes. And all of
Lots
our good
lots
pals.
of good friends.
Yes, lots of good friends.
Sorry, somebody's screaming
Yeah,
at
someone
someone.
is actually
that
like
outside?
Yo,
screaming.
what is that?
I can't see nothing. It must be like upstairs or something. Someone is like
That's, like,
screaming.
scary scream.
That's like violent and. It's above us. It's
Wait,
our.
shh.
I'm gonna go outside just to triple check. It's not outside. That's above us.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's funny.
Okay, sorry,
not really
guys.
entirely funny, but
Yeah.
Folks, just a quick reminder, there is help if you are going through domestic abuse.
Yes.
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 if you you don't have to settle for a bad living situation.
Yes.
Anywho,
Oh my god.
very interesting. What a way to start the new year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Actually, I have something to say.
Say it, brother.
Where we're operated, it didn't snow all of December, but it snowed on the very 1st of January.
Which
for
is
some
very-
fucking- and
which
a
is very
lot of
interesting.
snow. Yeah.
A lot of snow. It's actually still snow outside as we speak. So,
Yeah.
you know what that means, folks.
Snow vlog.
Snow vlog soon.
Coming soon.
I do want to do that.
We should try to shoot that.
I don't
Well-
think we can right now. Like, there's snow, but there's not like
Enough.
snow.
I was hoping we could shoot it while Zach's still in town, but if schedules don't work out, they don't work out.
Oh yeah, true.
We'll find
We'll
out.
figure it
It's
out.
never gonna be too big of a deal.
What's your guys' New Year's resolutions for the new year?
I want to get back into a couple things, mostly writing. I don't write enough, and I just want to get back into that habit of just doing it a lot more consistently. But also, I want to get back into photography. Those are kind of my two big ones.
Yeah, that was part of mine. I want to get back into like the things that I enjoyed doing before. Part of that being reading. Like, I don't think I read a single book last year.
I was gonna.
I don't think I did either, to be
I was
honest.
gonna say, Sam, where is it? I saw you. You were working your way
It
through.
was in my room. I read a chapter before bed last night.
That's good.
What
I
were you
really-
reading?
11/22/63 by Stephen King.
Oh, some Stephen King.
That book is.
He is my favorite author, and thank you, Brady. That was a Christmas gift from Brady, if I remember correctly.
It was, yeah. I've been wanting to read. I haven't actually read that book. I've heard it's hard as hell.
It is. It's very interesting because that book is not like, I wouldn't call it like straight up horror like Stephen King usually does, but it's very disturbing in a way, and
Yes.
I like it a lot. I've read it once or twice, but it's one of my favorites, and so I'm giving it a reread.
Yeah,
Nice.
I should pick up The Stand again. I never finished The Stand. I got like 600 pages in, and I didn't finish the final stretch.
These
Yeah,
are big
if
books.
If you ever want Stephen King recommendations, I can give you a few.
Sam is the expert on Stephen King.
I do need to do a bit
Do
more
love some Stephen King.
reading. I'm a little literally inept at the moment. I just read books with pictures in
Dom,
them.
if you
That's valid.
ever want like a Stephen King read that's like a little shorter,
Mm-hmm.
but is still very cool. I would suggest The Running Man.
Yeah,
The Running Man.
I would agree.
It's like
That's that one dance.
it is a dance.
yes, it's like that. It's that's exactly what the book's about too. It's
Really? A guy dancing?
No, it's
That
it's
would've
about
been
this
so
guy. It's I believe it's in the future at some point, but this guy basically signs up for this game show where he has to like. He's basically his location is broadcast live to everyone, and people are trying to kill him. But the longer he survives, the more money he makes.
That's really cool.
Oh, interesting. That's a really cool premise. I would do that.
Yeah, I think that it was a very good book. I read it a while back.
No, like, I'd do that IRL.
Yeah, it's like what is it?
Okay.
What's that one movie? Nerve. It reminds me of
Nerve?
Nerve
Dude,
in like a weird way.
Okay, so Nerve.
Movie stinks.
Okay, fun
Marv.
fact, Nerve. I thought that movie was so good when I first watched it. Like, it was so awesome. And then I went back and rewatched it, like, a year or two ago, and oh my god, that movie was
Dude.
so dog
I
shit.
feel I feel like there's a lot of movies I watched when I was a kid and that I thought were like this is awesome, and I went back and it was just like Jesus Christ.
I feel like it's most of them.
I thought
It's
Nerve
quite a
was,
bit.
like, such a cool, like, concept, but then there's this one scene where they're in the tattoo parlor, and what's her face, the main girl? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She starts rapping Cream by Wu-Tang Clan, and
That's crazy.
I just, like, I remember watching that scene and being like, God, is this what I look like when I'm, like, singing along to this song in the car? Like,
No, it's different.
It is different.
no, dude,
The difference is I don't think that actor listens to any of that music, so
I doubt it.
she doesn't really embrace it when she sings it.
Yeah, she's not a Wu-Tang
Yeah.
head, unfortunately.
Yeah, also Machine Gun Kelly's in that movie, and
I forgot about
Hell
that.
yeah.
I
That's my favorite artist of
I mean,
2024.
look, respect for making a career for yourself, but, you know, I wish I could get paid millions to make shit music too. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, we can't make any enemies.
it's Machine Gun Kelly. I'm not
Dude,
too
he
worried about
hates
it.
Corey Taylor.
No, they're chill now. Corey Taylor said
Dude.
I'm just like MGK.
Corey Taylor. He did not
He
say
did.
that
I'm being
shit.
so serious. He didn't say that exactly, but he was literally like, "Yeah,
Here's
this
the thing.
MGK guy is like pretty chill."
I believe that Corey is chill with MGK, but I don't think MGK is chill with Corey.
No, you're right. MGK said something on stage, I think, and it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Artist drama.
Anyway, something about MGK in movies is I do not know why casting directors still put him in shit. It actually baffles me
Honestly,
every time
yeah,
I turn on a
I'm-
movie and he's in it.
I'm confused why they cast him. Is it just because like he's a name? Because he's
I
not
wonder
like
if it's his relationship with Megan Fox. I wonder if since
That's
they're
probably
together,
part.
she can help.
Oh, I
think-
see.
I think, okay, like, outside of that Nerve role, I've only really recognized him in one other thing, and that was, what was it called? Was it The Dirt that he did?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And, you know,
God.
I didn't care for it. Like, I thought it was okay. But again, it's just like it's hard to do a good music biopic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think that movie is kind of like foul. The opening scene of that movie, I don't think I can describe it on the podcast. I think it's too well.
well,
Like,
it's like you making a music biopic about anyone is hard to do
yes,
because celebrities will be celebrities and a lot of them do shitty things.
Right.
But it was Motley Crue.
and they were one rowdy bunch. They
Interesting.
were like
Very rowdy
one of the party bands.
Yeah.
They would just fucking they'd do a show and they'd go back and do nothing but just party till like the fucking sun
Wow.
would rise, and they do that like every goddamn night. So very interesting group. But
Goddamn. I
Yeah,
prefer
they-
MGK's role in Interstellar.
you're right. He was the way he went. Marv, don't leave me, Marv. That was him, right?
Yeah.
Don't let me leave, Marv.
Don't let me leave, Marv.
No.
That was
He
my-
kind of killed it in that.
Yeah, that was
role,
my
yeah.
favorite role.
God. Dude, I remember when I first learned who MGK was, and that was when there was the whole Eminem beef or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he has beef with
And
Eminem
he
too.
made,
Why is he beefing with everybody?
He
He's like
sucks.
not good enough to like
well,
be
that's what I'm
saying this shit.
That's what I'm saying. There was like a whole because when he started out, he was doing rap for the most part. He wasn't doing the fake rock bullshit that he does now.
Pop punk.
Pop punk. Yeah, you
Jesus.
can call it pop punk, but it's garbage. Is essentially what I'm.
Dude.
It is
sorry.
straight
Fuck
hot
Machine
We're
garbage.
never gonna get on his good side.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be on his good
Stop, guys. We're never gonna get in the industry.
Oh,
Maybe
you're right.
our
I'm sorry. We
maybe our
shouldn't do
fan
this.
base won't be consisting of Machine Gun Kelly fans, but it's just not. It's not for me, and I'm sorry if that offends you. But
Fair enough.
I remember when he had come out and he had made a song with someone, and basically it started because he had said something about Eminem's daughter Haley was hot or something. Like there was one line he said about it, and then Eminem said something back, and then, or it was like a tweet he made. He's like, "Oh, Eminem's daughter Haley is hot," and then Eminem said like one line on a song, and then after that, he made an entire like 4-minute song called "Rap Devil," and
Come on. Rap Devil.
It's okay.
and it's not the worst.
I'll give him
song
credit.
ever.
It's fine.
Like he
The
had
song?
A few,
Yeah, it's okay.
He had a few really good hits in that song. He was also kind of like praising Eminem the whole song, and so then Eminem made
interesting.
the song "Kill Shot,"
Oh,
which was brutal.
that song is
Brutal.
craziness.
There's a line in that song. I'm trying to remember how it goes, but it's he says something about like he has more fans in his hometown city than Machine Gun Kelly does. He's like, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you.
Oof.
He basically tells Machine Gun Kelly to like eat shit and kill himself. And
God damn. That's
it's
brutal.
awesome.
It's awesome.
Is
The
it a
lyrics are
good is it a
really
good song?
Yeah, I like it.
I fuck with it. It's probably top 10 diss tracks of all time.
I would agree. On the note of diss tracks, you guys remember in like late 2018 when every YouTuber on this planet was making a diss track?
Oh my god.
Some of them were good, some of them were pretty bad.
Oh my
though.
god, but some of them are really bad though.
Remember that T-Series rap? That was
T-Series.
Bitch Lasagna, that's what it was called.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bitch lasagna.
People would be like singing that at middle school.
I would go up to my teachers and I'd say, actually, never. I was gonna make that's not gonna be truthful. I'd have never done that
You'd say
before.
bitch lasagna.
Yeah,
to
I'd
them.
go, hey, have you seen this? And I'd like pull out my phone. I would just go up to people and be like, hey, check this out. I'd like show them the entirety of Bitch
Pull out
Lasagna.
my blue iPod Touch.
Yeah, they'd be like, actually, I gotta go do this. I'm like, no, just like 10 more seconds. And I'd like rewind the video. I'm like, you missed this part, and I'd rewind the video.
That's funny.
Did you catch this bar?
Yeah, exactly.
No, you didn't feel it like I felt
Literally
it.
me showing you guys any song.
It's different, dude. I'm thinking of just like the people who would come up to you on like during lunch in middle school and just show you memes on their phone, and they would just like keep scrolling.
God, who was it? I know who it is. I can tell you his name after, but there's this one kid. Actually, editor, right here's where you need to bleep a name. So we'll call this guy.
Hold on, I have a name.
Yeah.
If
Call
you don't have a
him-
name,
Call him
Oh, for the guy I'm talking about,
Jeans.
Jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good name. So we have Jeans, and in middle school, it was required that you either take 1 year of band or 1 year of choir or
Right.
1 year of orchestra. I think were the three choices. So I picked band, and one time in band,
You're a band kid.
I was a band
I
kid.
did actually
By
band
by
too.
Holy shit,
technicality,
I didn't know that.
I
I
played
did
the
choir.
trumpet. You would play choir. You're a
yeah, you
you
would.
glee ass.
I was with Brayden.
That actually sounds like fun.
What instrument did you play?
I played trumpet.
Oh, you both did trumpet.
Were you ever in my class? That'd be hard for me to remember, honestly.
Well, we obviously had the same teacher because it was
Yeah.
like one band.
And there was
teacher,
only
but,
one teacher. But
I think
he got booted.
I felt like he was like. Actually, I don't know how to. Let me talk about jeans really quick.
Yes,
I
talk
guess.
about jeans.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about our band teacher.
Well, also,
maybe.
I need to say something about him, but it has to be after podcast because it's like serious.
Dude, I was gonna say that like on podcast, but
Oh,
we should
really?
maybe we should not say that on the podcast.
We'll decide. Anyway, I'm sorry. I keep
We
on.
could like say it, and then if it's bad, we'll cut it.
Yeah.
Jeans one time in class, it was like the end of the year, and we weren't playing any music, and we were just kind of sitting in class. And I don't know why, but out of all the people in that class he could have picked, I never talked to him. He picked me, and he like sat next to me, and he pulled his phone out and went to his Xbox app, and he proceeded to show me game clips for the next hour and a half. Like he just showed me clips for so long.
He showed you his Fortnite trick shots.
Yeah, and they were
That's
lame
awesome.
as fuck. They were so lame.
Aw.
No, I do know that we weren't in the same class, Brady. But you know who I was sat next to? This is a name we're gonna have to bleep. You guys remember?
Beard? Yes.
Yeah, I was
He had
sat
some
next to
trouble.
him. Yeah, he. Do you know? This probably should get cut out, but
I
do
actually-
you know why he had to leave?
I do know why he had to leave. It's kind of crazy. You should say it,
Dom,
though.
do you know?
No,
why
I
he-
don't.
It was part of a settlement he made with someone over like charge.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
he left the state.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
One time, do we have a name for him?
Well, hold on.
We'll call him Dominic.
Dominic.
No, I'm just kidding.
Call him
Dude, too confusing.
Nick.
Nick.
We'll call him Dormammu.
Dormammu. That's a good name. One time, Dormammu. Once again, I don't even know if I could keep any of this in, but this is right before he had to leave state. He was in one of my science classes in like sophomore year, I think, and I already hadn't seen him for like a year. I thought he was gone, and he came back, and he's like, I got a Spotify playlist. It's called Boys When Tears, and you should check it out. And it was just like a bunch of sad boy music, like Bart Simpson sad boy music.
Oh, like.
But like
X.
he wouldn't stop talking about the playlist, and he went up to one of the girls in the class and he's like, you know, sad boy tears, that was me. Like he was trying to like tote it like he was
Wow.
like very proud of it.
Like
And
a
I mean,
very
maybe it was
pop
a good playlist.
famous playlist.
It was just very interesting.
I don't want to brag or anything, but I had a sad boy playlist back in middle school.
I think everyone did.
And my sad boy playlist got 3,000 views. So
Nice. That's actually quite a bit.
3,000 views.
That's hard to do.
next time you're,
How do you know how many views your playlist?
I don't think YouTube shows you anymore, but
It does.
This was a you.
does YouTube
Yeah, on
show you?
analytics, it'll show me.
Okay, yeah, it was a YouTube playlist. I'm gonna be honest, it was all Nightcore like rap.
That's awesome.
No, for
It was like Nightcore.
I literally
not Linkin Park. What's his name? Lil Peep.
like 2018. I made a playlist just called "Sad," and it's got a picture of like a totally over edited Homer Simpson on it.
You had like the Bart Simpson like
yeah.
sad boy.
And
That's awesome.
and it's just called "Sad," and it got like, and not to brag, but it got 6 likes.
Was
on
each letter like spaced
Spotify.
out? Was it like S space A
No,
space
no.
D?
All
Okay.
Just sad, just straight up. And it was like, it was okay, I guess. Like, I guess some people liked it. It wasn't Nightcore, but it was like very popular sad songs.
Yeah,
So,
same
I
here.
remember like 8th grade and freshman year, I would like, you know, you'd have those, you'd have a wallpaper on your phone that was like Hype Beast Bart Simpson.
Yep, real.
And I was like,
It's like
I was
the Supreme logo with Bart Simpson in front.
It's like Supreme over his eyes, and he's got
Yeah.
and he's like holding a gun, and got grills, and I'm like, this shit.
What
is
an era.
Fucking hard.
What a good era. In fact,
Where the hell did that stem from?
dude, I have no
That is the
clue.
most bizarre thing to
Well,
think back
it's
on.
a weird rabbit hole because then you have like Naruto and like Supreme like jackets and stuff too.
Sasuke.
Yeah, Sasuke doing like throwing up gang
Doing
signs.
tricks on it.
Do you
I,
ever-
yeah, Sasuke doing tricks on it. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Do you ever think back on middle school and think that our not middle school, sorry,
I block it out.
Up till
Yeah.
high school, our high school experience at the end is probably going to be one of the last of its kinds because we didn't have AI in our school till about halfway through senior year. So
True.
we kind of went through our entire school experience without that,
Yeah,
and now
not
there are people
only
who use
that,
it every day.
But then the whole COVID thing too.
Exactly, we had COVID through all of high school.
We peaked because we had COVID every year of our high school experience.
We seriously did.
Yeah.
I think I wore a mask
we
every
were
year.
the odd year.
Yeah.
Or odd year. I wore a mask throughout the entirety of high school.
I wore a mask until
I was one of those.
I wore a mask until senior year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When they stopped mandating it.
I just kind of liked wearing them in a weird way.
they were nice.
Well,
I didn't
dude,
even-
I thought I looked like hotter with a mask.
Well,
on.
that's what I'm
True,
saying.
true
I would
that.
take my mask off and people would be like, "Whoa!" and I'm like, "Oh, okay, we're leaving. I'm pulling this. I'm pulling this right back up." So I just kept wearing it. I like the security, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think something that happened with COVID to a lot of people is that, like, because we were so isolated for a long time, it was like I definitely developed more of a social anxiety than I ever had before, and
Very
so,
true.
Oh, for sure.
And so, like, it did kind of become like a security blanket to have my mask on. It was like if I don't, people will see all the bullshit. People will see I'm like moving my mouth, and they'll think I'm weird, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Exactly. It was the same. It was the same way for me. But it was also just like we didn't get to talk to people at the beginning of it. Like we had to communicate, you know, through online, and I think that does a number to people over a couple of
Yeah.
I
years.
think it's really weird. Like after COVID, I definitely noticed like people were less friendly, but at the
Oh, for sure. I
Yes.
think COVID made people assholes.
Oh, for
It
sure.
did.
But at the start of COVID, like the first few weeks when we were like completely like home, like bedridden, like everyone was, like I remember my family and I would like go on walks and we'd see someone across the street and everyone was so friendly. They're because everyone wanted to interact, so they're like,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
like, hey neighbors, and it was
I-
I was like,
It was a very interesting time.
Very interesting. I think it took a turn though because I think after a year or two, people solely communicated not face to face.
Yeah.
So I think people got away with a lot more, especially on social media, because you didn't have to interact face to face. You didn't have to necessarily act a certain way. There's not really social norms when it's words on a screen, you know. And I think that made a lot of people a little bit more
And
rude, for lack of a better word.
do you know what's interesting to think about that too?
Hmm.
We've had a lot of changes post-COVID that are almost permanent now. People do
Yes. Mm-hmm.
doctor visits over Zoom. People do interviews over Zoom. People do so much stuff without even meeting in person anymore. And not that that's a problem. I think that that's probably a decent thing.
I think for a lot of things, doing it not in person is really convenient.
It saves money.
unfortunate. I mean, I'll let you finish.
That was my point.
Oh, okay. I for me when it comes to something I don't go for a job interview if I can't like meet them in person. So,
I agree though. I think that's I would
me
I would
personally,
want to
I need to have the like actual like in-person interaction or else
Exactly.
it's, like, or else I feel weird about it.
And I think it's the same for employers because like I've never been hired over
Zoom.
over Zoom.
Exactly. I've always gone in person.
Exactly.
There's a lot of new work from home jobs though. Like it's a big thing now.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of even
I wouldn't mind a work from home job.
That'd be nice.
I
I go back and forth.
I go back and forth. I feel like I might go not crazy. I just would need a change of scenery.
Yeah. I would need to go somewhere to work. I can't associate my house with somewhere that I
Exactly.
need to work.
Well, I would need a different room at least.
Yes,
I would
like
just
a
need a
home
room
office.
dedicated to work.
I
An
agree.
office.
Yeah, I would need an office for sure. And then I would be good. I would need my study with my big sliding ladder,
Bookshelves.
like the big bookshelves and the ladder
Your
that I can just like
tomes.
kick and you
God,
know,
that's the dream.
that would be awesome.
I want to study.
That would be the study's the goal, and then my kid can walk in and he could be like, "Hey, Dad, can
I go, get the fuck out of my study!
I get-
I'm on a meeting.
I take my coffee mug and I.
Ow!
yeah, that's the dream."
Yeah.
Give me a beer, boy.
Get out of my study.
Get out of my study. It's just me on the ground with 6 beer cans. So get out of my study.
So I hope you discount content fans are ready for the new year. We have a new form of content coming in, and it's called...
Oh yeah, Let's Sings.
Yes, Let's Sings. We wanted to do something a little bit different. Let's Plays are pretty popular right now. They're kind of on the decline. So since Let's Plays just aren't doing that good right now,
We're just gonna get rid of them completely.
and we're doing Let's Sings.
Yes.
So we're just going to do karaoke, and we're going to record it. This is, honestly, we were joking at first. It's actually just kind of a good idea.
Maybe like one live action bit we can maybe do something like
the
this.
more I was like talking about it, the more I'm like, this actually is kind of a good
I feel like if I'm
idea.
just alone with you guys watching and I have to like sing in front of the camera, I don't know how funny that'll be, but
I think that would be awesome, and I think we should actually
I
do
feel
that.
like
I think it could be cool actually.
for anyone who doesn't understand the reference, I'm sorry, but I feel like it would be like recreating that one scene from Superbad with Michael Cera.
Yeah.
with him in the room where
Yes.
the dudes are doing cocaine.
His eyes.
Boom,
That
boom,
one dude
boom.
just twink out of his mind. He's just
God, that movie is
So good.
so funny. That's my favorite movie ever.
The movie's just so captivating.
That's my
I'm never
favorite
bored
comedy.
watching Superbad.
Same, yeah.
that movie makes me cry.
It makes me cry
I love
too.
same
Makes
here.
me sob.
I love that
I'm
movie
like,
so much.
I love my friends.
I know
Me
it's
too.
that
Oh my
that
God.
end bit. I love it. We're seeing a movie tonight. Hopefully,
We are.
We're
I'm
planning
very
on
excited.
seeing Nosferatu by.
Robert Eggers.
Robert Eggers. I'm gonna try not to go on a tangent.
Is it Robert?
It's Robert. I
Robert
say
Eggers.
Roger on accident a lot, but it is Robert Eggers. My small tangent is I love this director with all my heart, and The Lighthouse is a personal favorite movie of mine.
I love that.
Same here.
So any kind of folklore-based, tense horror, eerie horror from Robert Eggers is always good. I don't know if I want to talk about the media literacy thing, but a lot of people have a lot of stupid takes on this movie, and I'm curious to see if people just have bad media literacy right now, or if the movie is bad.
What are? I mean, I know you didn't want to go on a tangent, but what are? Some
I'll
of the
make it
takes?
quick.
because
I
I've only
just
heard good
see
things.
people online, mostly TikTok. I've been seeing people post. I saw this girl post like, "What was the point of Nosferatu? This movie was so boring, and it wasn't even that scary. Why are people even going and seeing this?" Is kind of like the post I saw, and it had like 3 million likes. And it was crazy. That comment section was crazy too. The comment section was luckily all like media literacy is dead. I cannot believe that this video is getting the traction it's getting. And then I saw
Right.
another video, and this girl's point was like, Nosferatu is very good, and the fact that people are confused by this movie is kind of shocking because the plot is more hand-fed to you than any of Robert's other movies. Especially like The Lighthouse, which is
Yeah.
super up to interpretation.
The Lighthouse is like, I understand if people
That one's one thing.
can't get.
It's a little artsy,
But
and I can understand that.
They say that to work around, because a lot of the problems with The Lighthouse is it's in Old English. They say there's parts in Nosferatu where a character literally will just take another character out of the scene, explain what's going on to that character, and then they go back into the scene just to make sure like your hand's being held and you know what's going on in Nosferatu. And
I see.
apparently people are still confused, and it's very interesting that
'Cause-
people are saying that stuff.
It's very interesting because the Lighthouse does not have any hand holding.
No, The
at all.
Lighthouse
They
just
kind of
kinda
just
throws
feed
you
you. Yeah, they throw you to the wolves in that in that movie.
I love that movie though. With
I love that movie too.
I watch it all the
is
time.
It is fantastic. But I don't know, dude. I feel like if people couldn't understand like Barbie, I don't know. Maybe people just
Dude,
aren't understanding
I
things
cannot believe
anymore.
some of the Barbie takes I saw last year. That was
Not
crazy.
Understand Barbie?
I don't
Like
know.
there was literally like a 10-minute monologue about what the movie was about.
There is, and something that I think is ridiculous, and it might just be a small niche that's saying this. I saw some people online saying like this movie's so like anti-sexist to men, and it's like you
What,
guys.
Barbie?
Yes, it's like you guys. Ken sings a whole song about how like
Jesus.
It's okay to be
gendered
yourself.
means nothing, and like men and women are like on equal planes.
Oh
like,
my God.
It appeals to everybody. Barbie is meant to appeal to everyone, and
Yeah,
so
it's a very,
frustrating.
but like it appeals to everybody, but it's also a very, women
progressive.
centered movie for a good purpose. Like,
Yes,
I
I
also
agree.
do feel like there's like a like when I see people talk about it and people are like, well, this is how it should be. Like like, on one hand, I can see like why some people might be like, "Oh, this was just about like women or whatever," but it's like they touched a lot of different topics.
I know.
But I will say, so when some people say some things like, "Oh, this is how it should be, where women run everything and men are the side pieces," and it's like, okay, well, you missed the point too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause-
Like,
Ken's whole song is about how he's good enough at what he does. He's great at doing stuff.
yeah.
He is. He's great at doing
Yeah,
stuff.
That song
He's
makes me
just
smile.
Ken.
That song makes me so happy.
Okay, when I saw that movie in theaters, I thought it was like the funniest shit ever.
It is. It's
I
hilarious.
love that.
too.
I love that movie.
I love Ryan
I-
Gosling.
I also love my man Ryan Gosling. I was gonna say earlier, real quick. I think people will just hate on any strong female lead. Like that's just what's gonna happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like The Witcher 4.
Look at anything that has come out ever. Like literally, I feel like if there's a female lead, like,
Witcher-
that's just what is gonna happen.
The Witcher 4 hate makes me so mad.
I mean,
Witcher 4.
Intergalactic has a female lead. Or I think they're non-binary in Intergalactic.
Yeah, Intergalactic is.
I'm not really sure.
I don't know, man. Gamers are a whole different.
Gamers
whole
are
different
wild as fuck. I cannot believe how negative some gamers are.
well, it's a woman. They've never seen one, so
Yeah, exactly. They're
Do you know
scared.
what? Oh my god.
I'm scared.
I mean, I'm scared of women, and I'm dating one.
Have you guys seen the post? It's the main character from Horizon Zero Dawn, and her model has hair on her face because everybody has hair on their face,
Yes.
right? And someone commented on I don't know, the thumbnail where you could kind of see like the hair
Was
on her
it
face.
just like a little peach fuzz?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
what every fucking person.
The
on the planet
whole
has.
point was to show off like the graphic. Like the game
Like-
is very intricate and they can be very deep with their graphics.
Yes, to look how intense these models are. And the top comment was like, "Women don't have hair. Why does she have hair?" And it's like, dude, you clearly have like never gone out
It's
your
like,
entire
okay,
life.
so you've never felt the touch of a woman.
Yeah, and
Got
it's just
it.
like it's very funny.
Gamer. We're gamers.
We are gamers,
We're
but
gamers.
I know that guy's
I think we're
room
actually- I don't
stinks.
yeah, that dude probably doesn't.
What, you don't think
we're
gamers?
We have some no shower binges. I remember we went 1 month without showering, right?
Well, we're in our 2-month right now.
Yeah, because Marvel Rivals came out. And we've had
feel like-
no time to shower.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, I think, like we all shower and we all stay pretty clean, but I do think we follow a lot of niches that would be seen as like stinky. you know?
What do you? I agree with you, but what
Like
do you think?
anime,
one big
gaming,
Oh yeah.
metal,
Comics,
comics.
Yeah. For sure.
manga.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people would like, from an outside perspective, we might seem like a shower a month type.
For sure.
I
for
think we
sure.
keep it fresh, though. I think we put a spin on those stereotypes. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
Someone could see our Berserk shelf and maybe.
We
clutch
do
their
have
pearls.
a full shelf dedicated to Berserk. I'm looking at it right now.
It is true, but we have the deluxe editions, and it's
And they
cool.
look nice. They're the
I said
tones.
we. They're Brady's.
Yeah,
I can't take
They're
credit.
ours, though. You
Yeah,
know.
I took a shower last night, read a chapter, and then got locked into my charging station. And
Yeah, that sounds like the
booted
dream.
up. Oh my god, dude, that thing,
Your chart.
my
You're,
Your
yeah.
sleep steady.
yeah.
How's that
Yes.
going?
I had to tape the heart monitor on to my finger because it kept falling off when I fell asleep. So,
Oh really?
That's tough.
but I keep waking up and it's like it's still recording, and I'm like, oh my god. I think it'd be better if the monitor wasn't like the brightest green light ever, because it like illuminates my whole room.
Do you think you could put like a shirt over
That's
it?
what
or
I was
something?
Mm. Maybe, but I'm worried that like I put something over it and then like it stops recording and I don't notice.
Does it tell
That's
you your
true.
stats?
No,
Oh, you don't get to see?
I don't think so.
What about facing it towards a wall?
Well, it's kind of hard because of the way the thing's built. It's like it'll just like fall down on its side.
That makes sense.
But last night I kind of forgot it was in. Like I woke up at like 4 and forgot it was in, and then I like pull all the wires with me, and the thing flew off my nightstand.
You break it.
Because there's like 4 different monitors, and they all have separate wires.
Oh, so you're like hooked up to like
Yeah,
the mainframe.
So I've got a strap around my
Like Ready
chest.
Player One.
I've got tubes in my nose and my mouth. And
Oh, your
a hot
mouth?
one- Well, so the tube, it comes down and it sticks in my nose, and there's also prongs that go in my mouth,
whoa.
so that I can hear and feel my breathing.
You're like the $1 million man.
And then
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've got a strap around my chest that
You're in the
monitors
Iron Lung,
my
yeah.
like chest movement, and then I've got a heart
so
monitor that is like the little finger thing.
You're
And no, I'm like RoboCop. It's
Interesting. You're like Cyborg.
Oh my! Wait, what does he say in the RoboCop movie when he sees he's a robot? He's like, "Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!" Your story of you ripping all of your tubes out in the middle of the night reminds me of something that happened on the 1st. I woke up, and my girlfriend spent the night, and that morning we were just chatting, and I was looking at the window, but I couldn't see the ground, and I was looking at the window for a really long time until I finally noticed it was like snowing for the first time like this year. And I was so excited to open my main window that I jumped out of bed and I fell out of my bed and slammed my face on my desk and everything fell off my desk. And my girlfriend was
sorry,
like,
that's
"What are you doing?" And I was like, "It's snowing!"
That's funny. I'm surprised I didn't hear you take a
Do you want to hear the
tumble.
noise it made too? Because it hit my
Yeah.
filing cabinet.
Go replicate it.
It sounded like this.
Actually, funny enough, I feel like I totally heard that.
I probably, yeah.
I just submit Batman comics at that. I don't want those to get fucked up. 1 sec.
Yeah, he's got to save the absolute Batman.
You say Absolute Batman?
What's it called?
Absolute Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or Year One? What are you reading?
Well,
Both?
I just finished year 1, but I don't know if Absolute Batman's out yet. We know it's out.
What am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the new one
That's Absolute Batman,
with like.
where he's fucking shredded.
Yeah,
that's Absolute.
That's the new one.
I want to read Absolute Superman, but I don't know how many issues of that are out, but
Of Superman?
either I haven't really been paying attention.
I don't think there's even one.
I think
If there is not,
I think they
just
have a couple
one.
issues of Absolute Batman because the Batmobile. Remember, it's like a monster truck.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Superman.
Yeah, Superman's not out. I don't think.
Oh,
Maybe they have one.
man.
God, I don't know. Someone correct us in the comments.
Superman. Yeah, someone will.
I did read Court of Owls though, and that was really good.
I'm sure it'll be Zach correcting us in the comments with his,
Yeah, he usually
with his
does.
AI paragraphs.
He's like our resident fact checker at this point.
Honestly, I kind of like it.
Hey Zach, tell us a fun fact in the comments.
Yeah.
And we'll pin it, but make sure it's like really cool, like something that not a lot of us might know.
Like something I'm gonna like. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, something that might blow our mind, and you'll get pinned.
Yep. I don't know if you guys gonna want to go to 40, but I kind of like need a shower and go
Yeah,
to work.
well, it was a short podcast today. I feel like I was being like a hater all morning, but it is the morning and I'm always cranky.
No,
Yeah,
you're totally fine.
I haven't had my morning cup, so
It's okay. It's a little bit of the it's the morning podcast. I think.
Yeah.
I think there's an exception. But we hope we wish everyone a happy new year. Stick with us into the new year. We're gonna be uploading a little channel update thing here soon. So we
Actually,
didn't.
that'll drop before
and
this.
again we will
It will drop before
we
this.
will be uploading more content coming up.
Yeah, we got a
versus
whole
what we
new-
have in the last couple weeks.
I think
yes.
this podcast is the first thing that goes up since the trailer. So yeah, we have a whole new schedule. We're gonna try stuff out. You'll see that if you watch our channel trailer. You'll be able to see kind of our whole plan.
Yep.
And we hope to see you guys stick around.
Yes, and for a little treat, I did bring in the New Year's tiger. So
Is that what that was?
yeah, do you want me to?
I've been hearing things stirring about all night.
Do you want me to let him in?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Let me let him in.
No.
Hey, hello.
holy
New
shit.
Year's tiger.